Hello there, welcome back to Great Britain. It has been a while, and I do apologize, I really do. It's actually been a couple of reasons why there have been so long since, well, you got an update. First, my exams, school, and all that. Second of all, Tropico and a couple of other games that I have been playing with, my friends and things basically like that. I've been messing around with, as I said, both Tropico and also Garry's Mod a little bit with my friends came up with the idea that, well, we study during the day and then we play some Garry's Mod during the night to, well, more or less relax. So we've been doing that, and it's actually gone out of my recording time. So I do apologize, but it was kind of to be expected during my exam time. And also to make matters worse, I couldn't really do anything with the EU4 because of the simple fact that, as you know, Iron Man has been bugged out. I couldn't actually load an Iron Man save before today. It's been like this for almost 2 weeks now. I didn't actually notice they had released a beta that actually allows you to load your Iron Man save, and that is currently what I am, running to be able to load this up. Anyways, what we did last time was do a daring, I guess a daring attack on Austria. We're going to try and take them down in Notch 3. Hopefully I'll be able to defeat them, have them release some of their electors, things like that, just generally make them have a bad time. Austria's side, we have Naples and Riga, Tuscany, Württemberg, and of course all of their vassals. So the goal, of course, would be to, hopefully break them up. I'll probably deal with both Tuscany and Naples before I march into Austria. We'll just be hanging back a little bit here, trying to keep things going. I think I will move into both Trent and Treviso here, and we'll be playing a little bit careful. But I will be trying to use this army here to take the Tuscan army down. We'll keep these guys in the back, at least for the time being. I'm moving these guys up here to, again, make sure that we make something work. We'll be sieging our way slowly but surely into the Austrian lands. With that said, we'll just get right to it, and hopefully here, we can make everything work out to our advantage. We'll see how it plays out. The Tuscan army was beaten in the first skirmish. As you can see, with that we get a little bit of an advantage. I'm pretty sure I want to hunt that army down. As you can see, most of the Austrian army is actually up here, so I do need to keep a close eye on them, because if I don't, I'll probably get my arse handed to me pretty damn quickly. We'll keep the armies in this area pretty damn close to each other to, again, prevent any, basically prevent any foolishness. And also, apparently, hopefully these two will actually split up before they hit Milan. That is a little bit doubtful, however. But I can always hope. We'll just have to see how it plays out. I'll keep this army down south to make sure that Valencia actually becomes a core. Once that is done, we'll probably make some more moves. But as I said, we'll just make sure that everything works out according to plan here. And right now, this could potentially be a problem. 85,000 men. Well, if they move into Lombardy, they're going to suffer some horrible attrition, and potentially I might actually have to join these guys up and just run and hide in... I might actually have too few troops in this area. I'm going to leave this army alone. We're going to hopefully go into a quick battle here with the Neapolitan army. And it actually did happen, which is kind of a surprise and kind of worrisome. I think I'll actually have to hire an extra general here, just to try and give myself a little bit of an advantage. And hopefully, if I can just make every fight go into my, advantage, or to my advantage like this one. Neapolitan army completely destroyed. If I can then aid these guys, and hopefully win this battle, then this war is more or less already done. But apparently, as you can see, that is not going to happen. So we might as well just retreat before we lose too many men. I'm a little bit unsure why someone retreats up here while the others, do not, but not too much I can do about that. We lost about 13 and 7, so 20,000 men. It's not too much. Of course, the manpower is going to not like me for that, but that's fine. We have 80,000 up here. These guys will soon be back to 80,000. The only real issue with this is, of course, the fact that Verona here will potentially be sieged and we'll lose whatever troops we had there. No, whatever process we had towards the coring, but other than that, it's not really, as I said, too much of an issue. I'm going to take quite a gamble here. We're going to place 80,000 men here on the border. Again, it is quite a gamble, no matter how you slice it. The Milanese army here being more or less destroyed is not something that I like. and neither is this. So they're going to Barua. We're going to hopefully counter them in Barua before we end up in a troublesome position. And I'm a little bit unsure, how many days do you use to actually walk there? 6 days. Can I allow these guys to have a 6-day advantage on me? I don't think so. They didn't actually stop their advance either, so that's actually quite good. Because they should be losing, but they aren't, and they also get a, well, boost here from someone else. So I guess what we'll actually do is just ignore this area for the time being. We'll just focus on winning battles in the north. Yeah, we'll win the war in the north, apparently. But I'm a little bit surprised about how weak my armies are, really. I am. I am more or less astonished at this point at how weak my armies really are. We had the defensive side here. Generals are about equal. The only thing they have better on is shock. So, again, a little bit surprised, but not really too much I can do about it. We'll just have to retreat for now. We'll focus all the forces in the north here, and hopefully we'll pull something out of the rabbit's hat. We'll have to march towards strength sooner or later, but for now we are still fine. We do have a manpower advantage, and let's face it, if they just keep on piling up the troops here, I should be able to make something work. We'll see if I can do just that. So it seems like I might actually have the moment of, I guess I should say, truth here. William of Salisbury will probably be the leader here, and I'm going to take a little bit of a chance again. We are going to make the king here a general. William the Fourth of Salisbury, not really that good either, so we'll just stick with who we already have as commander. I have no idea if these guys will actually reach up to Bal, but I will be sending these guys, at least. Milan should be able to handle these guys, and if you consider the fact that troop-wise, this is 1/3 of their army, we should be fairly alright. But again, it's kind of worrisome that this is 1/3 of their army. Yeah, so we'll see how this plays out. Anyways, they're still actually marching on my army, so that kind of tells me that they believe they have the advantage. Which is kind of surprising, especially if you consider the fact that we outnumber them 2-1. And of course the Protestants decided this is perfect time to try and take over Britain. But yeah, this battle was kind of ours. It really puts us on the, well, it puts us on the front. And we can now start actually beating back. I'm going to send this army straight for Verona. I kind of need to lift the siege there pretty quickly. The army here will allow it to hang back and just reinforce. Hopefully I can pick off either that Tuscan army or even one of the Austrian armies here. We'll have to see if I can do something along those lines. But all in all, if I can just pick off their armies right now while they're still retreating, I am definitely sure that I can make something work here. So we'll see how that goes. We will take Glorious Monument though. I don't think I will be taking any land, so it should be perfectly fine. With that I can now build a Glorious Monument, which will help, well, my prestige a little bit down the line. Do I want a royal marriage with Ferrara? I think I do. But as I said, I'm a little bit unsure if I want to attack them in Barua. I think I will. This is kind of a gamble on my manpower again, but no, I don't want to attack them anymore. I don't think so. 50,000 men is a little bit outside of my, well, comfort zone, but I am going to keep 2 of the 50,000 men armies in the area. I'm also going to put William in charge of this army here. So apparently the Milanese actually joined up with this one, which is fairly alright, no matter how you look at it. Again, I'm a little bit unsure with the amount of troops here, how I want to handle this. That is basically my biggest concern right now, how I want to handle the battles, how I want to handle the war. Because I honestly have no idea how things are going to play out from here. So we'll see, but as you can see, the goal is just to win. Even the smallest of victories can be very important here, especially, I have no idea how this 10,000 men army ended up here, but we're going to take it down because, well, we can. It's a free kill, more or less. It's a free dinner. And we're going to eat to our heart's content. Anyways, I think we might have to make some moves here. I'm going to be behind these guys in Lombardia, and the reason for that is very simple. Lombardia is a very defensible location. We should get some pretty good modifiers there. And all in all, I'm pretty sure we should be able to, as I said, get good modifiers, get everything going. The Austrian army that is here is kind of a problem. So I might actually have to consider, are they going to arrive first? No, we're going to arrive 1 day before them. So this is kind of a gamble. I have no idea what kind of forces they might have up here. But if we yeah, that's kind of what I was hoping would not happen, a clusterfuck, but not too much I can do about that right now. Again, did win one battle here though. Most of the Neapolitan fleet is gone, so that is good. We'll send a military candidate. I kind of need good troops now. So I don't think these guys will be able to... No, we will not be able to hold out long enough. So I think we'll just play it again. We'll play it safe. We'll retreat as soon as we can. No reason to lose more men than necessary. And again, we'll kind of have to just pick our battles here. Try and keep them out of our land. I'll have to try and peace out Naples and, well, other countries when I can. I'll show you the bigger battles. But again, I don't expect this to be too much of a long and drawn out affair. I should probably go ahead and deal with those Protestants though. They kind of chose the worst timing ever to go up and revolt. But again, not really too much I can do about them, well, choosing what time they want to revolt. Anyways, these 73,000 men in Lombardy is going to suffer quite a bit here. Supply limit, full defensive due to siege. It's kind of bad that they do have that supply limit, even though that is an enemy county. But again, we'll just have to wait here and see if I can pick my battles better. Hopefully I can. We'll see how it plays out. So we are going to get quite a bit of big battle here. As you can see, I have 50,000 men incoming in 4 days. So that Austrian army is kind of out of bounds. Let me just tell you right now, there have been 45,000... Yeah, you heard that right. 45,000, almost as big as they stand with Protestant rebels in London. So they should be dead. Every single one of them. But apparently that will most likely not be the case. So in this battle we have Ferdinand von Habsburg, which the air is actually pretty damn good. They have a pretty surprising, actually, advantage here to morale, to be perfectly honest. Military drill, Wolfgang, army tradition, defender of fate. So I might actually have to try and snatch the Defender of Fate here from them. But as you can see here, losses are basically equal. The funny thing here is we are the defender. They are the attacker. Yeah, we are taking the, to some degree, most tremendous losses. Well, when you look at everything here, we did get quite good out of it. So we're going to join the army up here. We are actually going to, I think... Do I want to invade here? I think I do. If Milan actually... No, Milan won't actually... This is kind of what is pissing me off with the AI. I want them to attach to the unit, they won't, and as a result of that we can't get or push for a decisive victory here. Milan's army will most likely get decimated in Dauphine, and basically everything that we ever loved and knew will come to an abrupt end. But it doesn't really matter. I have 100,000 troops in the north here ready to fight. I have a 50,000 an army here ready to fight too. Should actually be 60. So it shouldn't be a problem. Again, I'll show you the bigger battles, but I expect most of the battles at this time will most likely just be cleanups. We'll see how it plays out. These guys are actually going to Rennes, so we'll do the exact same thing. And the reason for that is simple. There's a 24,000 man army that I don't really want to engage with lesser morale when they have a higher morale to begin with. It's kind of a risky business to begin with, so I'm going to play it a little bit careful. Just a little bit careful, and hopefully I can make something work here. Again, if I can just pick off these smaller armies, we should be fine. I'll probably have to engage these guys in the body, though. We'll see how that goes. Well, I was about to show you there will probably be a big battle in Brescia here. We have Milan attacking the Papal armies, and there's some Austrians here coming to, well, help. But we are also going to help here, and this is a bad thing. Iron Man is Steam Cloud. So as you can see, the problems are still there very much, and we're losing a little bit too many men here for my taste, to be perfectly honest, compared to them. And I'm not even... Yeah, we don't really want to be here. The terrain and crossing penalties are a little bit too much. I should never have actually engaged that with the Milanese army. That is kind of one of the AI's weaknesses. It will attack, but I will be perfectly honest there. I kind of made a horrible mistake myself in actually aiding them. So, the losses there, and loss of more than necessary men, I guess I should say, is mostly my fault. Anyways, I'm going to move these 50,000 men down here, because this seems like the area where the fighting will be concentrated. Once I actually take Trent, we're going to be looking a lot better. And also, hopefully here, once I can revive the war extortion up a little bit, also will start to fracture on itself due to, well, their conquests. Naples, I think, is actually getting ready for kind of a, well, want to get out of this, especially if the war drags on a little bit longer, and especially if I offer to just concede defeat. So we'll see how that goes. But we'll continue next time. I do apologize for playing this very badly, is probably the right way of saying it. But we'll see. I kind of want to play this again. I want to play it conservatively, because the simple fact that we'll most likely be declaring war on Bohemia right afterwards, with the goal, of course, to go after Sweden, and hopefully, the Russians can deal with Riga on their own. We'll see. Thank you for watching. Please have a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like. Drop a like if you like that I'm back. And I do appreciate everyone who watches, everyone who likes, everyone who comments. It makes this a lot more fun than just playing by myself. So, thank you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.